All right, we back on stupid shit. We're just gonna say something fun and then keep the piece going, because I mean, why the fuck not? Cue the intro. My co-host and I have been talking, and apparently therapy is the discussion we're gonna be talking about today. So I'm gonna say something, and then she might say something. All right, therapy. So from what I grew up with, it was a time for people who didn't know their lifestyle. You know, they were mentally fucked up. They didn't know where they were going, you know, lost people. Now this generation, it's so sad to see how people have a default setting or recommendations to people who need therapy. It's like, who are you to judge a person to say that they need therapy? Like, granted, I understand that there are lost people out here, but let's just distinguish the fact that there is good crazy and bad crazy. The smart crazy and the dumb crazy. Now, I would say that for the people who really are lost, the true people who really give up in life and really don't see themselves moving forward, or see an opportunity but don't really care about it and just say, hey, you know, I'll do it next time or whatever. I think that those people should have that good type of therapy because, you know, they are lost. Or, you know, in certain categories where therapy should go to people who actually have these problems where they don't even understand their own self-identity. I'm not saying anything in particular, but I'm gonna name trannies for a starting point. But looking at this context about how therapy sessions are supposed to work, it's like, one, how do you have to become financially stable enough to talk to somebody about the elegance of socialization? Like, yes, there are the people that you avoid versus the people that you would want to talk to, right? So understanding that there is just percentage going around, getting thrown out, you know, like 3% of the people are violent, or like 2% of like America's population is pedophiles or some shit. Like, there's always a percentage going around, but that's not labeling everybody. Like, not everybody's gonna be fucking crazy. You can actually meet somebody who's normal and boring. That's the thing. Because yes, they all talk about normal and fun people, but what about the boring people? The normal people who are boring? Hell, there can be crazy people who are boring. You know, unpredictable. They're just readable like books, and you just get to a point where you feel like SpongeBob when the Flying Dutchman stayed with him at one episode, where it's just Flying Dutchman scaring SpongeBob continuously to where he just got used to it. So it's like, yeah, you're crazy, but you're not that, yeah, entertaining anymore. Like, I've seen everything that you're doing. You're just normal. Like, crazy can be normal. Even people are trying to figure out their lives. Like, there could be somebody who's just financially unstable right now. Like, somebody's just trying to work a job, or stressful at work, or people are stressed in a relationship. Maybe people are just stressed at the point of, you know, they see people in relationships that don't deserve to be in one. They're like, damn, I could do so much better. Like, I would understand if there is somebody who's having a hard time cooperating with people. Like, if they try to talk to people and every time they do, they just feel this intense motion in their head, this ringing or earth-shaking mind trip, you know, something that's really uneasy, then yeah, it wouldn't be bad to talk to somebody. And I don't really recommend therapy. I would recommend talking to somebody who actually has experience in the environment that you have and channel that shit. Like, yeah, there are people who get scared of lots of things. Talk to somebody who has experience in handling and channeling this fear, or channeling opportunities that may happen to where you make choices that you may not like, right? Am I crazy right now? Am I saying anything worth what? You don't even care. How do you not care? I love you, and you just don't care. That's all I'm saying is, why does everything have to be a challenge to where therapy is recommended? And why is therapy not going on to the right people? Like, yes, I understood that there were times where we did have, you know, places where people could talk and the free open spaces, but now we have this whole, I don't even know what to call it. I would say challenges of mazes, which feel impossible to get out because the map that you have is just so wonky. You don't even know if you're ever gonna get out. People feel like they truly are slaves to some type of society. Or maybe they are sleeping in the Matrix when they thought that they woke up, only to find out that they never unplugged. They were just still there. They just had that illusion of what it will be like to be free. God, I never understood why people just can't enjoy their life without being judged. But then again, living a basic life always requires you to go therapy. Hell, if you got Pokemon cards now, you gotta go to therapy. If you watch anime but don't know the context of anime, you gotta go to therapy. Hell, if you decide to be at some point an astrophysicist, just throwing that out there, if you just decide to have a life and then somehow society just smacks the hell out of you talking about, did I just get you wanting to be shit, and smack the fuck out you. Yeah, see, that's not how that works. Nobody should have to go to therapy, like, unless they truly deserve to go to therapy. And for people who think that it might might actually benefit them, so they're not questioning if therapy should be a go-to thing. I don't recommend it. If you got best friends, talk to friends. If you don't have no friends, go and talk to somebody who can vibe with you. There are people out there that will vibe. Not everybody's a fucking dick. Not everybody's gonna just tell you, hey, fuck off, I don't want to hear your problems, like, be a man, or suck it up, we all got to go through the same thing. Like, yes, you have people who will say that, but it's not a default setting. So it doesn't mean always look on social media and have to be friends with somebody who's questioning their own lives. You can be friends with people, be friends with lots of people. Nobody's gonna criticize you for what you do, and if they do, that's their fault. You can always find more people to vibe with. Like, for a community that hates you, you'll find the exact same community that will love you, if not more. They will cherish you and help you build into a new fortune of life. All you gotta do is try. And don't have to be getting told that you should do things. You don't have to do anything. You can live a normal life, or what you deem as normal. Hell, you could sit down in pajamas and for some odd reason watch cartoons. That's the thing. Not everything has to be Law and Order. Even I'm not dissing that show. I love that show. Law and Order is a very good show. But I'm just saying, there's other shows to watch, I recommend F is for Family. It's a really good game changer when it comes to therapy. Granted, I don't really recommend anybody who has anger issues to watch that, but hey, it's a show that's funny, so. But that's all I want to say, because this is the world that we don't have to always be in, because changes happen and people should not be scared of taking, opportunity. Don't be scared to take an opportunity. Do something that's valuable for yourself. Be amazing. Hell, we have lots of people somehow falling off that were amazing. Now everybody's just falling off and getting exposed for falling off features. So don't be those people. But that is all the time that I have, because, well, I'm done ranting and I do want to go get food. So I'm a hungry motherfucker. My co-host, my sleeping beauty, whatever the hell you want to. Her and I thank you, basically. Her and I thank you for the time to give in and listening to us rant, even though she's sleeping majority of the time. So stay amazing with the life, stay amazing with your feature, and always remember, you have value. Peace out.